Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? Once again, it's your boy Carlos, Igetcha-BodyRight Love, back at you with another important video topic. So today, we're talking about women and weightlifting. My ladies out there want to know whether or not training with weights will cause you to lose your femininity and look more like a man. All right, so we'll explore this topic and more in just a couple of seconds. All right. Alright guys, so we're talking about women and weightlifting and whether or not lifting heavy or working out hard in the gym is going to cause you to lose some of your femininity or actually cause you to look more like a man. Alright, so now let's talk about this topic a little bit from a scientific approach. Alright, so what we know is that males or men have a lot more of the male hormone testosterone. Testosterone is what gives men our manly characteristics. It's what's responsible for producing facial hair. It causes the deepening of the voice, and also it regulates anabolic behavior or the growth of tissue, especially muscle tissue. Because men have a lot more testosterone, typically they're able to grow a lot more muscle tissue from a typical resistance training regimen. Not to say that women can't, but men typically have a leg up in that process because of the amount of testosterone that we have. Second to that, women have more of the female hormone estrogen. Why is that important? Well, it's important to know because estrogen and testosterone, they work in opposition to one another. Because females have more estrogen, it usually means that their testosterone levels are lower because estrogen works to drive down testosterone levels. Now, we've already discussed that testosterone is responsible for anabolic activity. So that means that if women have less testosterone because of the prevalence of estrogen, then typically they're going to be less anabolic or less likely to grow new muscle from a typical resistance training regimen. All right, so thirdly, let's talk about muscle cross-sectional area, or CSA. Women have far less muscle cross-sectional area than men. It's just simple. Also, less anatomical cross-sectional area. Now, what that means is that women are less likely to make significant gains from a typical hypertrophy training protocol. Again, doesn't mean that women can't make gains, but it's unlikely that if you don't want to, that you're going to grow new muscle just from picking something up and putting it down. Which brings me to my fourth point, and that's desire. Okay, most of the time, women don't have the desire to get huge or to grow these freakishly large muscles. All right, now that means that because they don't have the desire, they're probably not training with that type of focus and intensity. I've never seen anyone grow muscle on accident in the gym. It's just not going to happen, all right? If you want to grow muscle, you got to kind of be trying to do that. It's not just something that happens from picking something up and putting it down. If that were the case, we'd all grow huge biceps just from talking on our cell phones all day. All right? It's just not going to happen, people, all right? So you got to have the desire, which leads to having that type of focus and that type of training. Muscle growth or hypertrophy training is a very specific type of training. It just doesn't happen on accident. All right, guys? And lastly is diet. Because women are typically smaller than their male counterparts, because they have less muscle mass, because they have less testosterone, and they have less bone density, it usually means that their metabolic rate is a little bit slower, which means they typically don't eat as much food. So we know that in order to grow humongous muscle or make significant gains from the gym, you got to be eating a surplus of calories. You can't build a house if you don't have enough brick. It's just that simple. All right. Besides that, most women who undertake a resistance training regimen, they're in there because they're concerned about their waistline and their figure, okay? So most of you out there who are lifting weights anyway, you're not trying to get big. And which means you're also probably on some type of a diet protocol, or you're watching at least what you're eating, which means you're probably limiting your calories to some degree. So again, you don't have enough surplus calories, you're not gonna build any significant muscle mass. All right, so ladies, don't be worried about growing humongous muscles, about getting huge, about changing your physique and your shape just by working out in the gym. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it to your best ability. Work out hard, lift heavy if you can. It's only gonna help you in your fight against fat. All right, because we know that resistance training, it does help to maintain the muscle mass you have. It also helps to build a little bit more muscle tissue, which is one of your greatest allies in the fight against fat. All right, guys. So ladies, again, my final verdict on the subject is lift hard and heavy, and don't worry about looking like a man, because it just won't happen. If it were true, then 90% of the guys who are working out in gyms across the country, they'd be huge, right? Because we got guys in gyms who are trying to get big and trying to pack on massive muscle and still cannot. And remember, they have more of the muscle building stuff, testosterone, than you do. And they can't do it. So it means that it's not gonna happen on accident. All right, guys, so that about wraps it up. I hope this video helped. I hope I said something in this video that struck a chord and that helped you guys out in some way. All right, if you like the content here, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, do it now. By the way, subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that we can continue to put out valuable content and the information that you guys want to hear. If you want to hear more videos like this, or if you have a specific question, comment, or topic that you'd like for me to address in this format, I'll include my email in the link below. Then you guys can email me your questions directly, and I promise you, I'll get back to you on those things. I'll try my best to get a video out for your specific questions, okay? All right, guys, so that's my time. Once again, it's your boy, Carlos. I Get Your Body Right, love. It's been fun. Until next time, God bless.